You know, they had this thing in California where they had this discussion about reparations. And
Okay.
I was angry from the beginning because I said they're never going to give African Americans reparations in California. Black folks don't have enough people in at the state level that would be willing to vote for reparations. And you're not going to get whites and Hispanics to vote for reparations for African Americans. It's not a priority of theirs. So we continue to live in a society that doesn't value us today and don't and they do not value the tragedy that we have been through in this American experience. So when I was angry about the talk of reparations, because then you had a fuel for racist people to say, I'm not giving them anything. And that became a joke to them. And at the same time, I knew it was never going to happen
In the first place.
in the first place.
Yeah.
So they went through years of talking about reparations and giving lip service and saying how great it was going to be. But when it came down to really rectifying the transgressions of the past, it didn't happen. And it's never going to happen because we're never going to represent the number of people living in America that would dictate them having to do right by African Americans. It's never going to happen
From the wrongs of the past.
for the wrongs of the past.
Wow.
You had a question about retirement.
Yeah. Oh, but before I want to get to that,
Go
I kind of want to I wanted to address, like, I realized that going back to reparations, I realized that reparations can be paid for when the stimulus check came out.
Okay.
I was like, oh, they can do reparations because everyone got a stimulus check, so that's easy
Oh,
thing
they
to
could do reparations, yes.
Yeah, they can do reparations.
No doubt about it.
Um,
You could do reparations scientifically. You could do DNA check for African Americans and determine which ones of us are truly the descendants of the people who were slaves.
yeah, they're calling it FBA now.
DNA.
Yeah,
But
I
you-
mean, like, they're calling it Foundation Black Americans.
Well, I'm just saying, it's
Yeah.
easy to check.
Yeah,
It'll be easy to check. You could check to see which businesses benefited from the crime of slavery.
Mhm.
It's easy to do.
yeah,
They have records, financial records of all the institutions that have benefited. They have chain of title for all the properties, and it wouldn't be a lot of money. But
Yeah.
they're not going to do it.
Gotcha.
People in America's not going to recognize that African Americans were treated inhumanely under the false guise of not even being human.
yeah,
I mean, people lose sight of the fact that they said that we couldn't participate in professional baseball and football. They didn't say because we were black. They said because we weren't qualified, because we weren't good enough, because we weren't fast enough. So we had generations of African Americans that had to live under those lies and were denied the ability to compete. And the athletics is the way to show the clearest disparity of how all those rules were lies. But they did it across the whole gamut and every career path that you could name, even being able to own property and businesses. It's been an uphill struggle for African Americans, and it still is to this day.